Life gets so busy, so you can let things go to the back burner and not follow through. But yeah, the main thing is to just start on it and designate the time to do it.
Hello, I am Anita Henderson, the author's midwife with Write Your Life. Super excited to be here with a brand new author. And even more so, I am joined by phenomenal master author coach and copy editor, Candace Davis. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
We are both very excited to be here with Victoria Romanski. She is the author of the best-selling debut novel, Escape Velocity, a dystopian sci-fi thriller. And I'm so glad to have you here, Victoria, to talk about this book. How you doing?
Think you. I'm doing great. Very excited.
Good. So how does it feel now, author of finally through the whole process?
It feels good. It's funny. I think I remember some of our first conversations. I told you, I just want to be published. That's all my goal is. That's all I care about. So now that's out of the way, it's like more motivating for me to go forward and keep working.
For Victoria, how'd you come up with this idea? Where did this storyline come from?
Well, I feel like it's inspired from a lot of books and TV shows I've watched, but the actual plot was based on a dream that I had. And I woke up and I wrote it down. That's something I like to do sometimes. So that's where it came from. And then I actually made the mistake of jumping right in and starting to write it without an outline or anything. So that led to some bumps along the way.
How far along did you get before you realized, I think I need to back it up? And
probably like 25,000 words. And then I was like, wait, I don't know what else to do.
How did you know that you needed help?
I initially started writing and then I just came to a point where I kind of ran out of ideas and I thought, well, I don't know. I should have been, prepared. And with some of the methods that you guys taught me, I feel like next time I'll have a much better starting point.
I don't think it was a mistake for her to start without an outline. I think it probably allowed her to play with some story ideas. Now, should you write your book without an outline? No, but this was your first book, right? So I wouldn't call it a mistake. It was an experiment, and you learned from that experiment that you needed an outline, right? So, yeah. But you probably developed some of your characters along the way and some ideas along the way, so it wasn't wasted.
Candace, could you tell that she had some writing skills?
Oh, yeah. And so here's the thing. People come to us who they're not necessarily writers, right? They have a business they want to grow, and the book is secondary to what they normally do all day. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, we're here to help them develop a better book. But it was super fun to see that you already had those basics down. So we could skip ahead of that and really work on deeper things, like making sure your characters were fully developed and making sure where there were tiny little story issues or conflicts, that those were cleaned up and that you had an even better story. It was just super fun to be able to start from a place that wasn't really a beginner level.
Right.
What was kind of uncomfortable about the publishing process?
I was nervous for the beta reader process to get the first real feedback from kind of like a non-biased source.
Let's talk about those beta readers. You had a chance to to choose some people who were included in your ideal reader profile and show them your ultrasound of your baby before it was complete. That's uncomfortable for a lot of people. Did you feel a little nervous?
Yeah, but some were like parents, friends, children who I've never met. And some of them, like, I really don't know. And those people were a little harsher in their feedback that they sent back. But I thought it was good because it just showed me areas that maybe multiple people noticed were lacking, which was most important to me.
Good. And that's really good in fiction and especially in sci-fi. It has to make sense. Yeah. You can't just leave this gaping hole of, a carrot that you dangled in chapter 5 and you never come back to it. And what other authors have you read who've inspired you? Who do you love?
I would say for books, I really like some old ones like James Patterson, Stephen King. I really like Shonda Rhimes, the TV writer. Also, Dan Brown was kind of a variety of genres there, but
that's good though. And I cannot emphasize the importance of doing that kind of research, doing that work, learning your craft. Aspiring authors, what advice would you give them?
The main thing is to just start writing and to designate time. Ideally each day, but I definitely don't follow that. But just to spend the time, because you can let it this life gets so busy, so you can let things go to the back burner and not follow through. But yeah, the main thing is to just start on it and designate the time to do it.